Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden messages in your favorite company's financial statements. And today we have a very interesting filing from Ouster Incorporated, a company that's been a bit of a roller coaster, and their latest report might just give us a clue as to where they are headed. So, what's the big news? Well, Ouster Inc. has signed an amendment to a lease for their headquarters. Now, leases might not sound exciting, but when a company makes a significant change to a long-term lease, it often signals a shift in their strategy or outlook. This filing is a Form 8K, which is for significant events that shareholders should know about right away. The earliest event reported here happened on the 17th of December 2025. This tells us precisely when this important announcement was made. Ouster Inc. is publicly traded and its common stock is listed on the Nasdaq Global Select Market. This means it's a major player on a big exchange and its stock performance is closely watched. Their warrants are also traded on the Nasdaq Capital Market. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. Item 1.01 of this report talks about Ouster entering into a material definitive agreement. In simpler terms, they signed a significant contract. What they did was sign the Fourth Amendment to their lease agreement for their headquarters in San Francisco. This isn't just a minor tweak, it is a big deal because it significantly changes the terms of their office space arrangement. This amendment extends their lease all the way out to the 31st of August 2034. That is a long commitment, showing they plan to be in this location for a considerable time. Even more interesting, they've managed to negotiate a significant decrease in their rent. Starting the 1st of January 2026, the annual base rent will drop to an initial $50 per square foot. For a company, especially one in a high cost of living area like San Francisco, reducing rent expense can significantly improve their bottom line. This suggests they might have negotiated better terms due to market conditions. Or perhaps they have more space than they need and are locking in a lower rate for the long haul. Or maybe they are trying to cut costs to improve profitability. This is the actual document detailing the agreement. It's filed as an exhibit, which means it's part of the report and provides the full legal language. This last exhibit is a technical one. It's an interactive data file that helps computers read and understand the information on the cover page of the report. It's important for regulatory purposes, but doesn't add much to our story about the company's operations. Now, let's look at what this lease amendment means for Ouster Inc. On the surface, a reduced rent payment is always a good thing for a company's finances. It means more money can be directed towards research, development, operations, or profit. Extending the lease to 2034 shows a commitment to their current headquarters and a long-term vision. This stability can be reassuring for investors, signaling that the company is not planning to make sudden moves or relocate its core operations anytime soon. However, we need to consider the context. Ouster is in the business of developing and manufacturing LiDAR technology, which is used in applications like autonomous vehicles and robotics. This is a competitive and capital-intensive industry. Rent is usually a fixed cost, and while reducing it is beneficial, it's not a primary driver of growth or profitability. The real story for Ouster lies in its product development, sales, and market adoption. This lease amendment alone doesn't tell us about their sales figures, their technological breakthroughs, or how they are performing against competitors like Luminar or Velodyne. We need to look at other filings like their quarterly earnings reports to get a full picture of their financial health and strategic direction. What this filing does imply is that the company is focused on optimizing its operational costs. Lowering fixed expenses like rent provides a cushion, especially if revenues are unpredictable or growth is slower than anticipated. It suggests a management team that is being prudent with their resources. But we should also ask why now. Is this a proactive move to cut costs or a reactive measure because of tightening budgets or slower than expected growth? Without their financial statements, we can only speculate. It is possible that Ouster is consolidating its operations or has found a way to operate more efficiently from its current location, allowing them to negotiate a better deal. Looking ahead, the extended lease provides a stable operational base, which is crucial for any company. However, the true success of Ouster will depend on its ability to innovate and capture market share in the LiDAR industry. The cost savings from this lease will undoubtedly help their financial standing, but ultimately, their growth trajectory will be determined by the performance of their core business. So, what is our take on all of this? Ouster is clearly trying to manage its expenses, which is a sensible strategy, especially in a dynamic industry. The extended lease at a lower rate is a positive signal for cost management. It shows strategic thinking about long-term operational expenses. However, this is just one piece of the puzzle. The real test for Ouster will be their ability to translate their technological advancements into significant sales and profits. The LiDAR market is evolving rapidly, and while cost efficiency is important, market leadership and innovation will be the ultimate determinants of their success. Alright? That's our breakdown of this lease amendment filing from Ouster Incorporated. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think this is a sign of shrewd management or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.